Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go! 70, Indy. Watch one. Hey, watch the slant. Big Dad, 61, matchbox light. Let's go.
They begin with a run by Smith. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked out a script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
First down at the 17-yard line. Let's go. Pilot, 64. Wait. 60-or. You can't block me. Let's go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Twist, twist. Jumper.
Second and 5. And that's incomplete.
Herbert's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They go back to the ground now with Smith. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down.
Here we go. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
On 4th down, Herbert. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Ready to break. Hey, Haywood.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
Ready.
Throwing on first down. Light. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass. Snap.
Here's Wood. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Looking to throw. Light. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Mike one.
Christian travel.
A first down carry for Smith. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Rock it. 6-6, pull it high. Hit it.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Here we go. Run the mic. Watch one. Hey, defense.
2.
On the ground with a tight end. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll try the right side here with Smith. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
3 down.
80 weapon. Go.
Operating from the gun. Herbert eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
So Mike number one. Wild Bill. Mike one.
They'll run it here with Smith. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Set, ready? 18, Gator.
Where's the mic? Watch one.
Hey, exit. X3, 218, chopper.
Give me that ball, defense. So Mike's number one.
Head up.
They'll run on 1st down. Conley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Yeah, baby.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Zipper.
Where's the mic? Watch one. Ready?
Chopper. Ready?
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they're able to double their lead in this 1st half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Check. Flag down.
Fair.
Check.
Fight.
Now Wood. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Back to throw. Light. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the 1st down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. On 1st down, Light. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Hey, high 7.
2nd and 6. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually is the best.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
.154 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 1st and 10, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Watch one. Don't get nervous.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Come on, set. AK Gator.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me.
Hey, wahoo.
Here we go. One's the mic. Watch one.
Ready?
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. And it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
3 down.
To throw again. Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Squeeze. Recon, 132 fighter.
Check 3. Check 31. Check 31.
Smooth.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert escaping the pressure right. Looking here for Smith downfield. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Herbert caught here by Bell. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down.
That's got to be a long day.
Hey, Echo.
Mike, whoa. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring
Now.
it. Here we go. Oh.
Protein spill.
Where's the mic? Watch one. Watch one. Watch the play.
Hey, Haywood. Shoot.
Back to throw. Herbert. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was third and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it.
Go.
Here we go. Oh. Here we go. Oh. When's the mic?
General West.
Watch one. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Bravo.
So nice number one. Check pass. Mike one. Time to go. Night.
Get it.
On fourth down, Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Light. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Down. Turn two stop.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground, and they'll bring him down right around the 13. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt? We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. But gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go again.
On first down, it's Wood. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
You draw quarters.
2nd and 13. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
The score, Lions 7, Vikings 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Conley, and he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete. It's Bell. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10.
Go.
Buzz, be ready, be ready.
Hey, exit. Hit it.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. On the counter, it's Smith, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and forever.
Here we go. Run the mic. Watch one. Watch one. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
So Mike's number 1, Mike's number 1.
Mike, get it.
Back to throw. Herbert.
Put that team on the front.
Taken down. Back at his own 7.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Set 50. Plant.
Here we go.
Go on.
Off the play fake. Light. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 16. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
High 7.
This is Smith. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
At the 36-yard line.
Let's go. 15, Ronnie. 15 line. 61, matchbox, lights.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. That's complete to Smith. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down.
So Mike's number 1, Mike's number 1. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Mike 1, Mike 1. Come on, D.
Yes.
Lucky.
Check. Hey, Sam on.
Check 26.
You're out.
Slam.
Ready.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score from NRG Stadium in Houston. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Down. 60 or. Miley, 64. Weak.
I'm coming after you.
Snap.
On 1st down. It's Wood, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know you felt that one.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Hatchet.
Protein spill.
Looking to throw. Light. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And we've got a dandy here, a 1-point game as we begin the 4th. The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Light. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Oh, one's the mic. Watch one. Watch one.
Hey, wahoo!
So Mike's number one. Mike's number one. You're not ready. You're not ready. Mike one. Mike one. Watch the screen.
Go.
Pass. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Oh, one's the mic. Watch one. Watch one.
And let's hit it.
On first down, Herbert. Throwing right, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Get it, boy. Get it, boy.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ready,
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check 43.
Hey, Alpha. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up.
Smith. Shoot.
They run the counter. It's Smith. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Smith, and he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
To throw on second down, Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. A quick hitter, complete. It's Bell. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Watch one. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
80 weapon.
Watch the
2nd and 9 now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bell. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Hey.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Brings up 4th down.
Ready.
On 4th down, Herbert rolling to his right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Weber. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Vikings 35-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
X3, 218, chop it.
They'll keep it on the ground again. It's Wood. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On 3rd down, Wood. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Watch one, watch one. And watch the line.
Hey, Delta.
Dudes. Kill.
Chopper.
Check 13.
They'll run on 1st down. Smith. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
18 Gator.
They're running, man. Chance. SOS.
Hey, echo.
SOS. 49, check 49.
Shoot.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. It got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Eluding the press, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Alert 3. Shoot. Check 3.
Now. 61, matchbox lights. There goes.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down.
Go. Recon, 132 fighter. Leo.
On 4th down, Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
Let's go one more.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is Week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football,
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys